Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great and amazing. ازيكم يا شباب؟ عاملين ايه؟ يا رب تكونوا كويسين، وحشتوني جدا جدا. Okay, so النهارده ان شاء الله هنكمل مع بعض كورس الجامعة الأمريكية. احنا هنكمل مع بعض النهارده يونت 10. خلصنا يونت 9 وهنكمل يونت 10، ودي اخر يونت في سلسلة كتاب توب نوتش 2. اوكي، وبعد كده هندخل بقى على مستوى الادفانسد ليفل اللي هو توب نوتش 3 ان شاء الله. اوكي، فترة قريبة جدا. طيب يونت 10 النهارده هنتكلم سيشن 1، هناخد بريفيو بتاعت اليونت وليسون نمبر 1. اوكي، طيب يونت 10 بتتكلم عن ايه اصلا؟ ethics and values. ethics اللي هي الاخلاق والقيم بتاعت العمل يعني. اوكي، طيب هنا طبعا في يونت 10 هنتعلم ايه فيها؟ discuss ethical choices، اختيارات اخلاقية. return to someone else's property. return to someone else's property. express personal values. express personal values يعني ازاي اعبر عن قيمي الشخصية. discuss acts of kindness and honesty. طبعا هنناقش برضو افعال من اللطف ومن الطيبة والامانة. اوكي، طيب طبعا وحدة جميلة جدا جدا جدا، هنتعلم فيها حاجات جميلة جدا جدا جدا. طيب عندنا هنا moral dilemmas. what should they do؟ The moral dilemmas، طبعا dilemma يعني ايه؟ مضلعة. moral يعني أخلاقي، و dilemmas يعني طبعا مضلعة أخلاقية. what should they do يعني ايه بقى المفروض؟ طبعا بياخدوا نصيحتنا، ف what should they do بقى؟ المفروض هم يعملوا ايه؟ This box has the wrong price. This box has the wrong price. So what should he do؟ اوكي، يعني ايه إيه المفروض ان هو يعمله لما لقى البوكس ده عليه ال wrong price؟ or someone forgot that watch، او شخص طبعا هنا نسى الواتش بتاعه، المفروض هي تعمل ايه؟ what do you think؟ tell me in the comments. طيب about I think this total is wrong، طبعا هنا حسبت التوتال فلقيته ان هو خطأ، المفروض what should she do هنا؟ طيب but I only ordered one، طبعا جاله اتنين وهو طلب واحد بس، هيضرب على الاتنين وهياخدهم، ولا المفروض يرجع واحد ويتصل بالشركة اللي بعتها له بتاعت الشحن طبعا وايه تبعت له ويبعت لها التاني، عشان ده طبعا خطأ في الاوردر. طيب هنا جروب ورك بقى، وطبعا discussion يعني مع بعض كده. have you ever been faced with a moral dilemma similar to the ones in the pictures؟ هل عمرك تعرضت لأي حاجة من الحاجات ديت؟ حد نسى ساعته، أو لقيت رقم غلط على التيكت، أو هنا طبعا لقيت حساب غلط أو تشيك غلط، لا طبعا طلبت حاجة وجات لك بدلها اتنين بدل ما جات لك واحد، ولا لا؟ طيب tell me in the comments طبعا، عشان أنا إيه مش معاكم interactive live، فطبعا إيه قولوا لي في الكومنتس طبعا قابلتوا او ايه المشكله اللي حصلت معاكم بس بالانجلش قبل كده. اوكي، طيب هنا photo story. read or listen to a conversation about a moral dilemma. اوكي، طبعا هنا مطلعه اخلاقيه بقى ومشكله اخلاقيه هنتعامل معاها ازاي. طيب هنا بيقول I can't believe it, I just picked this up to look at it and the thing broke in two, and with these ridiculous prices it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Oh, forget it, I'll bet it was already broken. You're probably right. Just put it back on the shelf. The place is empty. No one saw. Let's just split. I couldn't do that. Why not? You said it yourself. The prices are ridiculous. Well, put yourself in the owner's shoes. Suppose the plate were yours. How would you feel if someone broke it and didn't tell you? Well, I'm not the owner, and anyway, for him, it would be just a drop in the bucket. To you, it's a lot of money. Maybe so. But if I ran out without telling him, I couldn't face myself. تمام، فهنا طبعا هنا في مشكلة حصلت، موقف حصل اهوت. تمام، فبالتالي الاتنين دول بيتكلموا او واحد بيقول له المشكلة اللي حصلت ديت، فهو طبعا I can't believe it, I just picked this up. pick this up يعني التقطته كده بشوف الطبق، and it just the thing it just broke in two، طبعا واتكسر نصين او اتقسم نصين من غير ما انا اعمل له حاجة اصلا. and with these ridiculous prices، ridiculous يعني silly means silly. ridiculous prices it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. هتكلفني كتير جدا. cost me an arm and a leg ده expression، تمام هنعرف معناه دلوقتي، بس هو معناه very expensive، ده idiom. okay، an arm and a leg ده idiom معناه an expensive very expensive. يبقى طبعا هي cost me an arm and a leg فبتقال كده cost me an arm and a leg، ده idiom كناية مجاز، تمام معناه very expensive. oh forget it، انسى ده. I'll bet it was already broken، واصلا كان مكسور. ده صاحبه. you're probably right. just put it back on the shelf. The place is empty. مفيش حد شايفنا. المكان فاضي. no one saw. let's just split. split يعني separate. تمام ننفصل عن بعض. I couldn't do that. هو قال له ما اقدرش اعمل كده طبعا. Why not? You said it yourself. The prices are ridiculous. ليه لا؟ انت قلتها بنفسك الاسعار اصلا سخيفة هنا. Well, put yourself in the owner's shoes. طبعا put yourself in one's shoes. owner's shoes بقى put yourself in his shoes or in her shoes whatever. يعني حط نفسك مكانه. Okay, ده برضو idiom means put yourself in the someone or in the same situation. Okay. يبقى put yourself أو look it in another point of view. The other points of view. طبعا بص لها من وجهة نظر الشخص التاني بقى. Suppose the plate were yours. افترض ان الطبق ده كان بتاعك انت. How would you feel if someone broke it and didn't tell you? هتشعر بإيه لما حد يكسره وما يقولكش عليه؟ Well, I'm not the owner. قال له أنا مش ال owner. And anyway, for him, it would be just a drop in the bucket. A drop in the bucket, the idiom برضه means يعني it's worthless to him. يعني دي حاجة أصلا drop in the bucket حاجة ملهاش لازمة أو حاجة مش يعني تافهة بالنسبة له. To you, it's a lot of money. ولكن بالنسبة لك أنت فلوس كتير جدا. Maybe so, but if I ran out without telling him, لو أنا هربته ما قلتلهوش, I couldn't face myself. I'm not gonna face myself again, and I cannot. My conscious ضميري هيأنبني يعني. لو I couldn't face myself يعني ضميري هيأنب. تعال نسمع الكونفرسيشن كده المحادثة ديت في الاوديو بتاعها وبعد كده نشوف بقى او نكتب كل حاجة بالمعناها او هنشوف الاكسرسايز هيورينا معاني الكلمات ديت او معاني الاكسبريشنز ديت ايه.
Page 111. Exercise B. Photo story. Read and listen to a conversation about a moral dilemma.
I can't believe it. I just picked this up to look at it and the thing broke in two. And with these ridiculous prices, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg.
Oh, forget it. I'll bet it was already broken.
You're probably right.
Just put it back on the shelf. The place is empty. No one saw. Let's just split.
I couldn't do that.
Why not? You said it yourself. The prices are ridiculous.
Well, put yourself in the owner's shoes. Suppose the plate were yours. How would you feel if someone broke it and didn't tell you?
Well, I'm not the owner. And anyway, for him, it would be just a drop in the bucket. To you, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe so. But if I ran out without telling him, I couldn't face myself.
Okay guys, طيب قولوا لي بقى هتعمل ايه في الموقف ده؟ لو تعرضت الموقف ده وحصل معاك, would you tell the owner or would you run out? اللي هتعمله tell me in the comments وقول لي في الكومنتات. Replace the underlined part of each sentence by substituting an underlined word or expression from the photo story. طبعا شوف بقى هنا السنتنس تمام هنبدلها ب expression من اللي فوق ده. طيب عندنا هنا I know this painting is a little expensive but we have a lot of other expenses. Compared with the rest, the painting is only a small amount of money. يبقى هنا small amount of money. هنا هنقارنها بإيه أو ال underlined word أو ال underlined phrase اللي هتقارنها أو معناها small amount of money يعني إيه؟ هتبقى drop in the bucket بالظبط كده drop in the bucket. Okay? Drop in the bucket. يبقى a small amount of money مساوي drop in the bucket means it's drop in the bucket. طيب number 2 it's really getting late and I'm tired. الوقت متأخر وأنا تعبان. Let's leave يعني إيه؟ Let's split يعني leave the same meaning. طيب I would feel bad about it. يعني إيه اللي هيسويها من underlined words دي أو underlined phrases. I couldn't face myself. تمام I would feel bad about it. I couldn't face myself. تمام these boots were so expensive they cost me a lot of money. اللي هو ايه an arm and a leg. cost me an arm and a leg. تمام ده هو a lot of money. طيب imagine how you would feel if this were your store. يبقى put yourself in the owner's shoes. تساوي put yourself in the owner's shoes. Okay. هنا think and explain. Answer the following questions. Support your answers with quotations from the photo story. Was it Matt's fault that the plate broke? What do you think? Was it Matt's fault that the plate broke? It wasn't his fault. Okay. طيب طبعا الفوتو story between Matt and Noah. Okay. فMatt just هنا Matt طبعا fault. No, just picked it up and it just broke into two, right? So to pieces. طيب number 2. Why does Noah think they can leave without saying anything? Because the place was empty and nobody saw anything, right? طيب what opinion does Matt have about the prices in the store? What opinion does Matt have about the prices in the store? he said the prices were ridiculous. Ridiculous يعني ايه؟ silly، سخيفة. Why does Noah think the broken plate wouldn't be a problem for the owner? Because he said it's just a drop in the bucket. Okay, low a small amount of money for him, but for Noah or for Matt, it's gonna be a lot of money, right? So what reason does Matt have for telling the owner? Because he couldn't face himself. طبعا he ran out without telling him. He couldn't face himself. تمام، مش هيقدر يواجه نفسه. We will feel bad about it. وهيشعر بالسوء حول ذلك. اوكي. طيب ده كان exercise على الفول ستوري. فطبعا هتسمع الشورت ستوري دي كتير جدا جدا. اوكي. وطلع الاكسبريشن وتستخدمها في جمل وعبارات. اوكي. عبارات كتير جدا عشان مهمة. اوكي. طيب هنا lesson number 1 discuss ethical choices اللي هي ايه؟ قلنا اختيارات اخلاقية هنناقشها. طيب عندنا هنا اول grammar كده the real and unreal conditional. تمام، اللي هي if clauses. تمام. طيب قاعدة if الشرطية conditional sentence express the results of actions or conditions. هي بتعبر عن النتائج بتاعة الأفعال أو الظروف اللي احنا فيها. if the condition result clause. طبعا الجملة الشرطية اللي هو الشرط، والجملة الشرطية سواء if I don't use English in class I will learn to speak it. لو أنا مستخدمش الإنجليش في الكلاس بتاعي في الفصل بتاعي أنا مش هتعلم اللي أنا أتكلمه. أوكي. فهنا clause that's condition if I don't use English in class. result clause ايه بقى؟ النتيجة I will learn to speak it. هي بتexpress results of actions and conditions. تمام. طيب real conditional sentences express factual or future results. if I do the right thing I can sleep at night. factual a result that always occurs if I do the right thing. طيب هنا برضو بتعبر عن نتائج حقيقية أو مستقبلية. if they don't make a reservation they won't get a table. أو a result that will occur if they don't make a reservation. فأكيد نتيجة هتحصل مقابل ده. طيب ايه هي ال unreal conditional؟ يبقى احنا اتكلمنا عن ال real conditional. real conditional they express results of actions or conditions where real condition sentences express factual or future results. حاجات واقعية وفعلا هتحصل. اما ال unreal conditional تمام الحاجة اللي مش حقيقية بقى sentences describe what happens if a condition that doesn't exist actually does occur. طيب عندنا هنا unreal action or condition. if I found a wallet in the street I'd look for the name of the owner. unreal I haven't found a wallet أصلا. فبالتالي أنا يعني بخمن كده أو بتخيل مع نفسي. if I found a wallet عشان كده هنا استخدمت simple past tense. تمام. يبقى هنا you in real condition sentence describe what happens if a condition that doesn't exist actually does occur. In the F clause use the simple past tense. For the verb to be always use where. if the result clause use would and base form. طبعا بنستخدم الماضي البسيط بعد كده would and the base form اللي هو المصدر. if I had to make a hard decision I would try to do the right thing. يبقى هنا بعبر عن حاجة it's unreal أصلا هي ما حصلتش ولا هتحصل بس أنا بimagine it. فأنا بتخيل لو حصلت إيه اللي ممكن يحصل أو لو الفعل ده حصل إيه اللي ممكن أعمله. if she knew how to speak French she would help them. if you broke something in a store would you pray for it. if you were mad what would you do. if I were there I know what to do. بستخدم ال past tense مع ال verb to be هنا على طول في if الشرطية في الحالة التانية اللي زي ما بنقوله. طبعا القاعدة زيرو والحالة ال if الشرطية الأولى و if الشرطية التانية دي تعتبر الحالة التانية اللي هي الماضي بسيط بعد كده would and base form. if I were there I'd know what to do. if you weren't my friend I wouldn't tell you what happened. Okay? Note, in real and unreal conditional sentences the clauses can occur in either order. تمام. فهنا if I knew I would tell you or I would tell you if I knew. تمام. ممكن نستخدمها كده وممكن نستخدمها كده مش if على طول بتيجي في الأول لا ممكن تيجي في النص. اوكي. طيب عندنا هنا understand the grammar. تمام. هنا practice على grammar كده. check the sentences that describe an unreal condition or action and its results. هنا هنتشيك من الجمل ديت ايه الجملة الغير حقيقية بل unreal condition تمام or action and its result. Okay, so if we ate in a restaurant I would pay the bill. دي unreal. Okay. طيب I'll pay the bill if we eat in a restaurant. دي real. Okay, because هنا استخدمت الحالة الأولى دي real. Okay, future أو fact. If we eat in a restaurant I pay the bill. دي برضه بتعبر عن fact فدي unreal. Okay, if you get a haircut you can charge it to your room. دي برضه real. His wife would worry if he came home really late. يبقى دي unreal. If I were you, I'd tell him the truth. But you aren't me, so it's unreal. If someone leaves a coat in her restaurant, the manager always tries to locate the owner of the coat. This is real, okay? If they sent me the wrong pants, I would return them. A real conditional. طيب هنا grammar practice as well. Complete each unreal conditional sentence with the correct forms of the verb. طيب هنا if they the wrong price on the coat you احنا نتكلم هنا نقول ايه they put the wrong price on the coat, would you buy it without telling the clerk? Would you buy it without telling the clerk? دي unreal conditional sentence. تمام. طيب number 2, I'm sure you say something بس said في ال past simple tense something for the restaurant check where wrong. طبعا نستخدم where هنا verb to be قلنا عشان it's impossible. Okay, it's impossible conditional or it's unreal one. طيب if I found an expensive piece of jewelry in a public bathroom and couldn't find the owner, I would keep it. I would keep it. Number 4, if you were friends with someone who did something wrong, would you say something to him or her? طيب if you had 2 tickets, would you give one to a friend? Number 6, what would happen if I snowed here tomorrow? They would go to India if they had the money. If they sent you 2 jackets instead of the one you ordered, would you call the company and send the 1 jacket back? Number 9, if they were here, I would tell them what happened. في كل دي unreal sentence. طبعا الفورم بتاعها قلنا simple past tense في ال conditional result clause and طبعا ال conditional clause اوكي اللي هي F conditional بتبقى simple past tense وال result clause would plus the base form. اوكي سهلة وبسيطة اهي. اوكي معايا كل حاجة سهلة وبسيطة ان شاء الله. طيب conversation model هنا طبعا محادثة نموذجية كده او نموذج محادثة عن listen to people discussing an ethical choice. طبعا بيتناقشوا في موضوع ethical. طيب look at this. They didn't charge us for the dessert. Really? I think we would better tell the waiter. You think so? Absolutely. If we didn't tell him, it would be wrong. Right? بقى حاجة يعني احنا طبعا في مصر يا جماعة يعني مش هقول لكم بقى قولوا لي في الكومنتات بقى اللي بيحصل لو انت لقيت التشيك ما حسبتوش على حاجة. هل فعلا هترجع وتقول له انت ما حسبتنيش على حاجة دي ولا هتخلع ولا ايه؟ tell me يعني. طيب هنسمع كده محادثة مع بعض.
Look at this. They didn't charge us for the desserts.
Really? I think we'd better tell the waiter.
You think so?
Absolutely. If we didn't tell him, it would be wrong.
this is something ethical. دي حاجة أخلاقية طبعا moral. Okay, طبعا حاجة بترجع للشخص نفسه. طيب confirm responses we have absolutely, definitely, of course, sure. You can use them. طيب عندنا هنا برضو pronunciation assimilation of D plus Y in would you. would you. طبعا اتكلمنا عنها وعملت عليها فيديوهات كتير قبل كده في الفوناتكس وبرضو short في shorts هتلاقي برضو موضوع ال D plus Y. Okay. طبعا هنجه في جه sound كده as you say. Notice how the D and Y sounds assimilate the جه sound in questions. مش محدش بيقول لكم على الكلام ده والله. Support me please عشان توصل الفيديوهات دي التعليمية دي لأكتر ناس ممكن. يا ريت تعمل لايك عشان الالجوريثم بتاع اليوتيوب وتشير الفيديوهات ديت عشان غيرك يستفيد. بالنسبة للحاجات دي جدا لما مفيش حد هيقول لك الكلام ده ومفيش حد بيشرح المنهج ده أبدا على اليوتيوب او اي بلاتفورم تاني لانه اصلا بيتباع for selling وبتاخد كورسات بالالوفات عشان تاخد الكلام ده. اوكي طيب read notice how the D and Y sounds assimilate to جه sound زي ما قلنا كده في D كده في جه كده بنقول would you and questions with would you read and listen again. طب نسمعها مع بعض كده الجمل. let's see.
Page 113. Pronunciation. Assimilation of D and Y in would you. Exercise A. Notice how the D and Y sounds assimilate to J in questions with would you. Read and listen. 1.
What would you do if the waiter didn't charge you for the dessert?
2.
What would you do if you found a wallet on the street?
3.
Who would you call if you were sick?
4.
Where would you go if you wanted a great meal?
اوكي طبعا هتسمع الاوديوز دي تاني وتكرر وراهم وتحاول تجيب البرونسيشن ده اوكي عشان الاكسنت بتاعتك زي ما قلت. Complete the following questions, ask a partner questions, use a simulation with would you. سيبها لك انت بقى مع نفسك طبعا بدماغك انت what would you do of وهكذا. طبعا بتفترض اي مواقف بقى او اي حاجة هتحصل فبتسأل بالسؤال ده what would you do if. okay because this is طبعا conditional. alright and this is also something that didn't occur or doesn't exist but بتخمن طبعا لو حصل if it exists what would you do طبعا if it occurs. تمام that's it guys. طبعا خلصنا كده السيشن بتاعت النهارده. I hope you enjoyed it واتمنى ان انتوا تشاركوا وتعملوا لايك وتشيروا الناس كتير على اليوتيوب الفيسبوك اي بلاتفورم انت بتستخدمه عشان يوصل ناس كتير وتستفيد وناس غيرك تستفيد وتشير في الخير. Don't forget practice makes progress. اهم حاجة practice 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 practice. okay love you guys, see you next time ان شاء الله.